Alright, let's look at the homework 6.3, 6.4, problem number 4. Alright, so we want to find large enough n so that the approximation using trapezoid rule and the Simpson's rule is going to be the error is going to be less than 0.0001. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so first let's identify, let's see, so lower limit, so this is our a value. Alright, upper limit, so that's b, so b is 4. Alright, and n value is given somewhere, n value, we're trying to find it. Alright, then the function, so this is our f of x. So we need to find the second derivative and the fourth derivative. So let's take the derivative. Alright, so f prime of x is equal to derivative of natural log of x is 1 over x. Or we can write it as x to the negative 1 power. Alright, then second derivative is going to be put the negative 1 in front and subtract 1 from the power. Right, then third derivative is going to be, and put negative 2 in front, so it's positive 2, x subtract 1 from the power, so we get that. And we need the fourth derivative, so fourth derivative is going to be negative 6 x to the negative 4 power. Right, so we have that. So if you want, we can rewrite this guy as negative 1 over x squared. Alright, and this guy is negative 6 over x to the 4th. Alright, so let's do the trapezoid rule. Alright, so it's a part A. Alright, error is bounded by, right? So b is 4, a is 2, so it's a 4 minus 2 and cube it, right, over 12, right, n squared, we don't know yet, and the maximum of f double prime, right? So we want to make this guy as large as possible, which means that, let's see, since it's the absolute value, if you take the absolute value of this guy, then you can see that that's going to take away the negative sign. So this is 1 over x squared. Right? So we want to make this guy as large as possible. Then we would want x to be as small as possible, in this case 2. So if you put 2 here, 1 over 2 squared, so it's 1/4. So 1/4 is the maximum of the second derivative. Alright, so let's simplify a bit. Alright, so this is going to be, right, so 2 cubed is going to be 8, so this and the 4 cancel out, so it's going to be 2 left over, and you cancel out, and that's 6. Alright, so we're going to get, this is going to be simply nothing on top, so 1 over 6n squared. Right? We want this guy to be less than 0.0001. Right? Then we want to take the reciprocal of both sides. We get 6n squared is greater than 10,000, because reciprocal of 0.0001 is going to be 10,000. Alright, so divide through by 6. We get n squared must be greater than 10,000 divided by 6. Alright, then I'm going to go down here, and we take the square root. Right, so n is greater than square root of 10,000 over 6, right? Which is going to be about Right, so I'm gonna pull out the GeoGebra. Alright, so the value we're looking for is square root of 10,000 divided by 6. Right, so this came out to be 40.82. So it's going to be 41. Alright, and how about the Simpsons rule? So part B. Alright, we want error to be, so error bound is going to be, right, again, 4 minus 2, 4 minus 2, and this time raise it to the 5th power, divided by 180 n to the 4th power, and the maximum of a 4th derivative, right? So here, if you take the absolute value, right, so we ignore the negative sign, so that's going to be 6 to the x to the 4th power. Right, again, to make this as big as possible, we plug in the smallest x value, which is 2. So you have 6 over x to the 4th power. So you have 6 over 2 to the 4th power. Right, so we can cancel, let's see. So this is 2 to the 5th power, so you can cancel that with this, right? So you have 2, so you can cancel that with 180, so it's going to be 90 here. All right, then you can cancel, let's say 6, so it's going to be 1, and here 90 becomes 1 and 15, right? So what you get is really just going to be 1 over 15 n to the 4th power. So we want this guy to be less than 0.0001. Right? Take the reciprocal both sides. We get the 15 n to the 4th. It's greater than 10,000. Right? Then we divide through by 15. So n to the 4th is greater than 10,000 divided by 15. Alright, so we take the 4th root of both sides. N is greater than 4th root of 10,000 divided by 15. Alright, so let's compute that. Alright, so 4th root, so it's going to be, let's see, 10,000 divided by 15, raise it to the 1/4 power. Right, it came out to be 5.8, so it's going to be about 6. Right, and it has to be an even number. It has to be greater than the number. So we have 41 and 6. Let's type it in. For trapezoid rule, 41, and this guy 6. Right, let's check submit for testing. Alright, it came back, and looks like we got this one correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.